Hi guys, today's card I'm going to be using my Design Runner Studio and I'm going to be using the starter cartridge. I'm also going to be, it's going to be quite a simple card. I've just got some new stamps come from Griffin, which are some really gorgeous ones. I don't know if you can see them there. Let me just zoom in a little for you. There we go. Some really nice floral stamps, and it came as a set of 3. Oops, sorry. And just some really pretty designs on there. So I thought I'd just do a really simple stamped card, literally stamping straight onto the card base and then colouring it in with the pro markers and just putting that greeting on. So I thought what I would do is use this one here, which is a lovely daisy. Well, I'm not sure really whether it's a daisy or not, but anyway, it's very pretty. So we're going to use that one. And the greeting that I'm going to use, it says, "Garden, a landscape painted with flowers," etc, etc. So it's this one down here. So I thought that would be appropriate for there. Okay, so let's get, first things first, we need to fold our card in half. Right now I've just got a pre-scored card which was already had this lovely little decal edge, so that's nice and easy. Let me just zoom you out. What I'm going to do is actually going to put the greeting on from the using the Design Runner. Now I've got this ruler which is designed to make it straight, but actually because I want it right on the edge, it might be a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to try and line it up using the lines on here on the mat as well to make sure that I'm nice and straight. Okay, so I've picked out on the Design Runner the greeting that I want, and we want it to start printing it. With the Design Runner there's a little cross just on here, and that's where it starts printing. So you just make sure that you place that where you want the printing to start, even though it appears that the Design Runner is actually off the page. Don't worry. So then press the little green button and run across. There we go. Right. So then I'm going to turn that off and move all that out the way. And I've got my stamp on my rocker block, and move that to one side. I'm just going to ink that up using a black Memento ink pad. The reason for the Memento is that with the pro markers, because they're alcohol based, other ink pads, I think you can use a lot of the other ink pads will then, if you use them with the pro markers, will bleed. So I just want to make sure that's nicely inked up. Okay, and then we'll get my card. I'm going to lay that out flat actually because that's easier. And then I'm literally just going to rock. And then you get the image just comes out absolutely gorgeous. I love these rocker blocks, you just can't go wrong with them. Okay, so the next thing is to start using the pro markers in my lovely decorated box, and just to delicately colour in stamped image. Okay, so the first colour I'm using is lime green, and I really don't want to do a lot to this, to be honest, because it's such a nice image. I literally just want to almost give it a touch of the colour. And quite often with these pro markers it's really easy to do shading and stuff, but these stamps are already got all of that there, so to be honest I'm literally just hardly touching it just to give it a little hint of colour. Okay, and then I think we need a nice yellow for the centre of our flower here. And as you can see, these with the Memento, there's no bleeding at all on this ink at all on this stamped image. It's completely solid, it's not moving. Okay, and then I think, even though it's a daisy, I think we're going to just do it in a lovely, oh by the way that yellow was canary yellow, and I think I'm going to just do a very delicate pink, and this one's rather aptly called Blossom, but I think we're just going to start in the centre parts and just kind of work out so the edges of the petals are still white, so it just kind of gives that hint of colour that you often get with flowers, so it's not kind of all the way over the flower. And then I'm just going to go around the very edges like you would often get as well, just sort of like a little blush of colour around the very tips of the petals. There we go. Oh, and we've got a little butterfly down on our garden, so I think I'll just give him a little bit of pink as well. Okay. So as you can see, so far it's just a nice simple card. I don't know if you can see now, look, with the colour, just adding that hint of colour. Oh, I've missed the colour on my little blossom down here. Just add that on. There we go. And then I think all I want to really add on to that now is maybe just a little bit of ribbon on the corner here. Okay, so I've got a little bow, and actually instead of up the top I think I'm just going to put it down here because this actually is very slightly off centre, so I think if I put the ribbon over to that side, I'm just going to use a little glue dot, if I put the ribbon over to that one side it will just help balance that off a bit and hide the fact that it was just slightly off. Oops. Let's pop that down in the corner like so. So that's just a really simple card. Let me just pull you back a little bit so you can see it all. Just a really simple card there today, but I just think sometimes it just looks really effective having something just really simple, but the image just says everything, and I don't think you need anything else on this. Here's one I also did a bit earlier, similar sort of theme, so you can see how it's really effective. This time I just put a ribbon down the side and just coloured it in very lightly, and then just put with Sympathy in the corner. So here's two cards, very simple cards to make, but as you can see, just sometimes simple just works. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and please subscribe and leave comments. I love to hear your comments. Alright, and hope that you'll come back again. Thanks, bye!